What is going on, Patriot Gardeners? It's your buddy Murdock. And tonight, we're going to be talking about tomato plants. That's right. We've got some of our beautiful little starts that we started from seed on video, all together, ready to go and to go into their next stage of evolution here. We've also got some of our little lettuce we did. Look at that beautiful red leaf. That's the stuff that we transplanted on our lettuce video about 3-4 weeks ago. And here are some more of our other tomato starts that we have. These guys here are about, I think, 8 weeks old now and looking very, very nice. They already have blooms, and so do some of these others. But tonight, I'm going to be teaching you guys a very, very neat trick on how to take a 4 or 5 week old tomato start like this guy right here, and in a week or two get it to blow up and look something like this right here. Oh yeah. And this is, just for comparison, the exact same variety of tomato, just so there's no confusion. And in about 2 weeks after that, it's going to look something like this right here. Look at that. Wow. Now, granted, this one is in a 2-gallon pot, and these are in 1-gallon pots, but that's because in about 30 days, you're going to go ahead and up pot your tomato again. So, what is this special little trick that the mad scientist has going here that is making these tomato plants completely explode? Well, it's called supercropping. And if you've ever seen any of my other videos, you'll notice that the tomato plants that I produce, not only do they put on 2 to 3 times the amount of fruit that they normally would, but at the same token, the plants themselves are really, really thick and beefy, which is what we're looking for. So, another term for what we're going to do is called thrashing. Now, commercial thrashing, when you refer to that as tomatoes, they come through and they shake all the tomatoes, usually in a sea of green method, and they'll just grab a hold of them and just do this. And what that does is it'll pollinate the flowers, and that's kind of what they're doing. They're really not as focused on the leaf growth or the plant growth as much as we're going to be tonight. So, what is supercropping? The basic principle behind supercropping is that we're going to snap the inner herd of the plant itself without harming the outer herd of the plant. And what that's going to do is, just like with a broken bone, is it's going to cause the uptake vessels that are on the outside of this plant, that are right there below this stem. It's going to take those and cause them to basically swell up and produce twice as much uptake volume to the upper portions of the plant. And, well, twice the uptake means twice the plant. And you can see, let me go ahead and put this over here. You can see the difference in just a few weeks. Let's take a close look at this plant stem. I mean, it's still a very nice, like 1.5 foot, 1.75 tall tomato start. But when you come over here and you look at what just another couple weeks after supercropping does to the main stem of the plant, is absolutely amazing. And we're going to continue this process about every 30 days for the plant. And then you see the continued result on this plant right here. I mean, it is just phenomenal. So, back to our supercropping. Get you guys lined up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our tomato start. It's been in the soil now for about 3 or 4 days. These guys have been outside and have all been hardening up. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab right here, at the base of this plant where the stem was, and we're going to grab just above it where the next bract is, and we're going to give a slight twist, just like that. And what you're going to feel is you're going to feel a little pop. Now you don't want to crack the outside of the stem. What you're trying to do is pop the inside. So we'll go up to the next bract here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll twist in opposing directions, pop, and that's it. We'll go up one more. We'll do the same thing, pop, and the one above that, pop, and that's it. And even if you don't get a definite little snap between your fingers, which most of the time you usually will, it's still going to work out just fine. Now, when you do this to your plant, it may wilt just a little bit, for a day or so. But after that, it's off to the races, boys and girls. And you will see that your tomato plants will produce almost twice the amount of fruit because they have the ability to uptake twice the amount of juice out of the dirt. If we take a real close look right here at the base of that stem, you can see right about, let me see if I can touch it here, right about there in this little knotted area is where I had supercropped it before. And the plant itself actually responded, made a little knot right there, and just above it, it exploded. And it's already started to produce really healthy suckers that are coming out of the side. Now, I may or may not leave those. We'll see what the plant does as it begins to grow. But overall, the production of the plant, the growth of the plant, its actual production of fruit is all affected. And anybody who's actually done this method or used it on their tomatoes, you'll never not do it. Let's just say that. And so, like I said, let's put them side by side just to get a better comparison. Not super cropped, super cropped. Any questions, boys and girls? I didn't think so. Remember, everybody, Father started with a garden for a reason. That's not just a metaphor, it's a lesson for life. It was the best place for him to teach his children to grow. I love you all very much. I thank you for watching the video. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so now. And remember to like the video on the way out. It really does help us spread the message, and it helps me to teach other people how to grow. And I've got some really exciting videos coming up in the next week or two. I love you all very much. God bless. Murdock out.